So we'd like to just share a little bit about your program. I think a lot of this has been a story of how the farmers are coping with climate change, and the stories of hope and strategies of really coming together and sharing crowdsourcing knowledge. On our part naman as citizens, as eaters, we're also doing our part and trying to support the farmers. So let me tell you a little bit about our Fund the Farmer program. We know, I think we all saw, no, especially for us subscribers in the community, especially in the pandemic, that securing the future of food means securing the health and the future of our farmers. Next slide. So over a decade ago, nakita na natin to, climate change was as a reality. Now it's a climate emergency. And I think we've all seen that it's just a grave injustice that the people who feed us are the ones who go hungry. So I don't know anything about farming. I just gathered some friends and said, we need to do something about this, no? About the fact that our farmers are the ones who are going hungry. And we saw that it's not an easy problem to solve, no? We don't want to oversimplify it. It will take, while solar dryers, farm to market roads are important, they need a more holistic solution, and they need a commitment to be with them through all of this. And we've, for the past decade or so, we've been working on a solution with them and with you. And we're happy to say we're still here and it works. Next slide. So one of the best things we saw was that in the first year, our farmers said this was the first year we didn't experience the lean months. No? So immediately, because of the commitment that we had, because of the kind of farming that we supported, they did not go hungry. So everything you see in your tampipis mirror what the farmers have, the diversity of the garden, which means that no matter what season, they always have something to deliver. They always have something to eat. We also saw that women took the lead. This was not something designed, but we saw with the small gardens, and because of the focus on the health of their families and putting food on the table, that they were the ones who came forward and said, this is a technology that we can get on board with. When we did Fund the Farmer years ago, we were able to cycle the same funds over 3 times, twice in Capas and once in Benguet. And because of everyone's support, we remain grassroots funded. We're able to remain independent, so we can be farmer focused and not lean towards any corporate interests. And we are interdependent. So I like to say that a lot of the reason that we're still here in our sustainability is because we know the farmers and their family. We cannot exist without them. Next slide. The solution to all this, and after listening to all the farmers speak, I think Pamayanihan or community supported agriculture is actually a version of aduyon or pagugugo. No, it's this decision that, or this agreement, culturally, that yung risk of farming should not be solely borne by the farmers. It's all our responsibility, just as it is to make sure that we are all fed. And Good Food Community comes in terms of bridging that relationship. We saw that so many of these realities are so far from the minds of eaters, ang layo-layo ng mga farms in our consciousness, but there's so much more that we can benefit from adopting and having our farmers speak to us in this way, and understanding where our food comes from, the diversity that needs to support all of us. So Good Food comes in by connecting you directly with the farmers through sustainable purchase guarantees, and that enable them to deliver organic produce. Next slide. So we have the chance to share this model with so many other communities, and we're doing as much as we can with your support. If over 10 years ago, we saw already the impact of climate, we're seeing it even worse here. And what we want to do is part of the adaptation strategy, which is reach out to our village, to our community, and ask for support. And we design for climate resilience in this way. So it's not just the polytunnels, but it's number one, crop planning to ensure the market demand. So ensuring that you have the diversity you need, and we exactly match. This is how we're able to ensure that we have almost very little waste to the vegetables. It's because we match what the farmers can grow with what the consumers want. The farmer guarantees for each farmer. So we don't work with the farmers individually. We work with a community of farmers, and we ask them, what if we get just a little bit of the funds? They said, no, it's all or nothing. So we want all of the farmers in Baucod, 25 farmers, to get the whole polytunnel, and they will guarantee for the repayment of the loan. collectively source materials for the polytunnel. So they will be buying as a group, a zero interest and zero collateral financing. So this is not meant to increase the capital at all. It's meant to redistribute and refund more farmers. So farmers also pay as a percentage of delivery. So it's very empowering. They'll always take something home for their other needs. And finally, to be able to have spaces like this, to be able to share and have them to get a sense of what other technologies and what other practices there are all over the Philippines. We do a lot of collective learning. Next slide. So we calculated what we need. We need 1.2 million to fund the future of our food. And this is rain shelters. This is reaching out to more restaurants. This is going back and forth and talking to the farmers about what we can plant, what we can do. Working with partners like you, Global Seed Savers, ISEA, putting together a seed bank. All of these things come together to really put a future for us all. Next slide. We are 8.5 into the 1.2 million. Thank you to all the food citizens who've already supported us and who continue to support us. It's a long way to go and we need your help. So thanks for being here. We hope that this is not just an academic, exercise, but this is a story of how we can all come together and resource our farmers. So last slide. We invite you to join the Food Citizen Circle. Go to bit.ly, fund the farmer, learn more, and be in touch. So we hope that if you're here, that means that you're in it more than the vegetables, that you really want to be a food citizen with us and join these conversations and see what we can do. So thanks for being here.